Fried chicken is a dish consisting of chicken pieces that have been coated with seasoned flour or batter, then pan-fried or deep-fried or pressure-fried or air-fried? The breading adds a crisp coating or crust to the exterior of the chicken while retaining the juices in the meat. So why would Frenchy and I be so fascinated by Village Cooking Channel's version of fried drumsticks? You'll just have to see. And then we answer the question with FutureCanoe, what's better, American fried chicken or KFC, Korean fried chicken? Before I go on with today's episode, I do want to give a special shout out to my amazing patron, Killdozer. Thank you so much for your support. And with that said, on to the reaction. You've never had Popeyes before.
Oh, we're just raw dogging this.
Raw dogging it, baby. I got us an 8-piece meal, mac and cheese, potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, biscuits, and their Cajun fries, served with the side of this sauce you guys keep buying, the gochujang à l'orange, which was sold out. We just restocked, however, so you're good. You're good. Available for immediate purchase. Get it for the holidays. Today, we're gonna react to Cooking Village channel, shall we? While we eat.
Cooking Village?
Yes, you loved this channel.
Oh, I did?
Your pronunciation of Tamil was so good, in fact, that many people had commented. Let's get into it.
Okay, relax.
Woo! Damn, that calls for a bite of Popeyes, which you have never had Popeyes, really?
Never had Popeyes.
This is your first time? All right, we have to take a bite together. How's the mac and cheese? Oh, you want the drumstick? Okay, you can have the drum. Wow. Oh, geez, you're giving me that side eye right now. I'll take white meat, okay?
I like me some dark
All right,
meat.
cheers. Your first time ever having Popeyes chicken.
I mean, you judge it by the
We are eating Popeyes while reacting to a fried chicken cooking video. Let's do it. No, white meat, no. You know what'll make it better? Gochujang à l'orange. I like Jollibee better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got half spicy and half regular Cajun.
Is it spicy, the one I'm eating?
I don't know. Is it? You tell me,
It's like
because I'm not eating it, because you made me give it to you.
But there's only one side.
What did I dunk in there?
Can I eat this safely?
Sure.
Oh, no. Let's hope it's not too savory. Oh, there's a lot of dirt in there, but still.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on washing chicken?
In that place, yes.
Yeah.
But no.
You don't need to. In fact, if you wash your chicken, you have to be very careful when you do that because you can potentially cross-contaminate everything around it.
True.
So you just have to really make sure.
Heat will kill everything.
Heat will kill whatever bacteria is there. As long as you take it to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, you're good. I do know many people who like to rinse their steaks under the sink or their chicken, and like you just have to make sure one of two things, or two of two things. One, there's nothing else in the area that can get cross-contaminated, and if you so insist that you want to clean the protein like that, make sure it's the last thing you do for the day, right? Because that will greatly minimize your chances of cross-contaminating
Just moving around, it splatters everywhere.
Yeah, you'd be shocked
You don't
at
even see it.
Yeah, you don't see it. Okay, kind of drumsticks. Notice they are skinless. Spices. Okay, in a bag. Or a tablecloth for that matter.
Is that a wet tablecloth?
Looks like it.
It's not plastic. It's not plastic, right?
No. Oh, they're gonna steam it. Making fried chicken though? This is interesting. It wasn't what I was expecting. They have some potatoes down below. Cooking. Looks like they're killing two birds with one stone, right? The potatoes were in water. They're gonna obviously boil that. They're gonna steam the chicken. Maybe they're going to steam the chicken and then bread it and fry it. Those are some seasoned hands on those guys. Okay, they boil the potatoes. That's very efficient use of the cooking vessel. You know, are they gonna make mashed potato? I'm very curious to see what they do with this chicken. I have slow poached chicken before with the skin on, let it fully cool, breaded that and fried it. And I fried it at a higher temperature so the breading cooks a little faster because the inside doesn't have to.
Could we do that with duck confit?
Yeah, it'll work. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it'll work. I've done it. Not confit, but it's the same exact principle. You just have to make sure if you go that method, because the protein's already cooked, you want to make sure you're using either like smaller chicken or you cut it down. Like you can't do that technique with a piece this big. The center won't warm up in time. But the goal is to like flash fry it so that the outside gets ultra crispy and the inside that's a biscuit. Oh, thank you. Okay.
That's true love.
That's true love. He gave me the other drumstick. Oh, so what do you think of the mac and cheese? Anything in the mashed potatoes? Yeah. Gravy?
Yeah, no, it's like bouillon cube.
Yeah. It's like bouillon cube. Frenchy. Those are steam tissue. There's no way they can bread.
Are they gonna shred them?
Maybe, right?
I feel like they're gonna shred them.
I feel like they're gonna shred them now. Oh, yeah, they are.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Look at you. Okay.
Unfortunately, it's if we did this in our kitchen, we'd be shut down.
Well, wait, why?
First of all, you're in the elements.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't have access to sanitizing anything sanitizing.
Yeah, they're oh, that's okay. The thumbnail, it makes so much sense now. They're gonna make like a, you know, mix up that meat, bread that, and wrap it around the bone and fry that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I was wondering why the thumbnail looked.
Oh, there's a French recipe for that.
Yeah, they're basically making like a chicken meatloaf, and then they're gonna ball that around the drumstick and fry that.
Yeah. Now, are they gonna blanch those bones again?
I don't know.
I don't know. This is a little much for me.
Okay, they're shredding the shit out of it. Notice they're not wearing gloves, but technically that's okay because it's not ready to eat.
Yeah.
Right? So as long as it's getting cooked again to theoretically kill off the bacteria, you can have the bare hand contact with food. Now, should you? Not really. It can get under your nails, and what else are you touching throughout the day? So it's always recommended to wear gloves. Oh, they're probably gonna put that in there as a binder. Yep. That's your favorite guy.
That's my
your
guy.
boy. That's your boy.
That's my boy. It looks clean though.
It does look like. I'd like to hear you repeat that.
No, that was hard.
That was a long one, yeah.
Masala! Hey! I can do the last syllable. Wait. What starch do they put?
All-purpose flour. So they put in, you know, it's the shredded chicken, the potatoes, a bunch of spices, and flour. And did they put egg yet? I saw them crack eggs.
I saw them cracking eggs.
Yeah, I didn't see them put it in yet. Yeah, so the flour, the potato, the eggs, they all act as binders. Does that kind of count as a croquette almost at that point, right? Like a chicken croquette, yeah?
Yeah, it's like a
oh, look at that. Look at that. A couple comments, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of them not using gloves. This is a different part of the world, so whatever, you know, our rules don't apply to them. No problem. And again, technicality, totally fine to have bare hand contact with the food as long as it's getting cooked again.
And don't forget, they're also in their environment, right? So they've adapted, like whatever disease around there, they've adapted to it. They're not getting hurt by it.
Right.
Like it's what cross-contamination works all across the board.
Right.
When people cross-contaminate each other too, right?
Yeah.
And then you have a mix of like New York City, like prime, like we have
It's
a
a petri dish.
It's a petri dish.
It's a petri dish.
You know? So
what I was gonna comment is with the potatoes, when you work it a lot like that, it can make the final product a bit gummy and a bit tough. So that's really my only comment. But honestly, you know, you saw in the last time we reacted to them, they're serving an old folks home. They're not gonna give a it doesn't matter. They don't have a New York Times reviewer coming in and no one gives a about them anymore. Oh, you got a New York Times. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, very good. That's literally my only comment that anything remotely negative I can say about what I'm seeing so far. Otherwise, it's completely sound. It's gonna look better when it's breaded. Nice.
Dude, that looks better than what we just ate.
Yeah, it does. It 100% looks better than what we just ate, for sure. And it's gonna have all those Indian spices and stuff. Oh, it's gonna be nice. If this is for show, by putting in the drumstick, that's nice. Honestly, if they were serving,
don't put the bone because it's giving you access. Like
it's an extra step that's not necessary if you want to feed a large quantity of people.
Yeah, it doesn't change the recipe.
It doesn't change the recipe. You could totally just make balls and bread them and fry them for sure. But I do think it's a combination of like.
But if it's a street food, you get to hold it.
Yes, you're absolutely. Oh, and it's very common for Indians to eat with their hands. So this would, okay, all right, I take that back.
That makes it more
accessible, more easier to eat. 100% makes it easier to eat rather than like holding a hot ball of, of fried meat. Like I put into these mashed potatoes.
Nope, let me taste this again.
I like knife! Okay.
That's some rich fat. What do you think they're cooking in?
Oh, I think it said something about ginger oil.
Ginger oil?
Oh, that's
no way.
That is nice.
But it's not oil from ginger. It's
like infused.
Infused with ginger.
Let's see. Traditionally made gingerly oil. Gingerly oil.
I don't know what that is.
I have no idea what that is. Let us know in the comments below.
The coleslaw is the best thing.
Yeah, and even that I don't like too much. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that looks great.
Nice, that looks great. With a touch more refinement, I could see that being...
I could make that a centerpiece.
Yeah, that could be a centerpiece of a dish at a fine dining restaurant. 100%.
You use only the leg meat to do that, right?
They only use drumsticks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
But you know how most people, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
The people who like white meat don't like the leg meat, right? I would make that more endearing by doing this process because people wouldn't recognize the dark meat and they would you know?
Yeah.
But then the bone would throw them off though. Those look
awesome. My God, those look great. Wow. Dude, if you and I walked...
And the portion size, they're all exactly the same.
And they're doing it by hand.
Yeah.
So that's another...
They all look exactly the same.
They're very consistent is what Frenchy's saying.
Very consistent.
So another thing that is, separates the boys from the men or the men from the boys or whatever you want to say is in a professional...
Oh, that was really good. Okay. Do it again.
Yeah, right.
100 times.
Yes, consistently. That is the hardest thing about any restaurant. Does this dish taste the same as it did 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? When a Michelin Michelin inspector comes into your restaurant, they go in multiple times over a period of time to make sure things are consistent. And not just the food, but service as well.
Yeah, they'll order the same dishes again too.
Yes, but they'll also inspect the bathroom. Is it upkept? You know, is the service consistent? But the food,
and that's another thing. A customer, like if someone, there's nothing more unhappy than a customer who was expecting that same dish and then they get robbed from that experience, and it's like, oh, this is not even close to what I had last time.
And look at how consistent each drumstick is to the other. Very nice work.
And I love how the bone really blended in. Because in a Michelin we would bleach that bone, we would have boiled that bone, cleaned it up again.
Right, yes. You know what this almost looks like?
Like a cartoon.
Yeah, it looks like a cartoon drumstick. It almost looks like a drumstick corn dog.
Yes.
Because when I looked at the thumbnail, I was like, that's really interesting. I thought it was like some kind of corn breading or something like that this whole time. But they made a chicken croquette out of it.
Corn dog is a hot dog covered in cornbread and deep fried. Right?
It's dipped in like a cornbread batter type of deal and deep fried. Yeah. And it puffs up to a very consistent shape. That sounds good, actually.
I would like one of that.
Dude, that's so nice.
You see how they're doing the shape, the weight?
There you go. You saw them rolling the board to get like any remaining bits. That's actually very common when you're like rolling dough and stuff like that. You want to get like all the little bits that are left over. So you just kind of take the dough and almost use it as like a piece of putty to pick up everything on the surface. Play-Doh. Yeah, almost.
Now, okay. I know that word. Okay.
Oh, I should also mention their fry oil. So when you're frying something, this is a big mistake a lot of people at home do, is that they underestimate the quantity of oil that they should cook with. Because you have to remember, whenever you put something into the oil, it cools down. So that's why if you look at a professional fryer, you see the section where the baskets go in and the bottom of the basket touches this grate. But under that grate is like another, I would say, 7 to 8 inches of heating element and more oil. And that's actually to prevent the fry oil from dipping down in temperature too rapidly. You have a much greater quantity of oil to product you're gonna cook.
Wait, when is this gonna drop, this episode?
3 weeks from today from filming. We're getting ahead because Jordan's going on vacation, so we have to.
So for all you geniuses who are gonna fry turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Oh yes, yeah.
First of all, you want to cover the turkey in oil, right? But the container that's gonna be frying, it should be 4 times bigger.
Than what you want to fry. And
bigger the better.
Yeah, bigger the better. And you want to have a lot of space because you've seen all those horror
stories.
Pictures. Oh, this is going to come out right around Thanksgiving. You hear all these horror stories, or you see the clips on social media of people dunking the chicken. You have the oil way too filled and it overflows. So that's another reason why you want to go like a greater quantity with a bigger cooking vessel than you think you need. Dude, that is a meal. Oh no, I thought it was cauliflower. Guess it's chicken.
Yeah, it had bones.
Yeah, it had bones. This is the staff family meal. After they've like gotten ready, like service is ready. Let's go have family meal. We all sit together.
This is the calm before the storm.
This is the calm before the storm. That's exactly what it is. We have cultural differences. You and I, we don't eat with our hands like that. Obviously, a great majority of the world does. We're not talking on it, okay? People in the comments, chill the f out. I'm just saying, this was such a calming, wonderful video to watch. I really like this one. The mutton one was a bit much. Remember we watched the mutton biryani? That's the first time we watched that. Yeah, that was a bit much to take in, but this one was.
Listen,
really...
eating with the hands, there's like psychology now that says that it puts you in tune. It's like it's healthier in some shape or form.
Right.
And if you're going to eat with your hands and you are very susceptible to what you're going to eat because of that, you're more mindful.
Interesting. That's a very good point.
You know?
Very good point. And you know what's my favorite part about eating with your hands? Less to clean at the end of the meal. Awesome.
This is and they ended every time by feeding the
old folks home. Every time they feed a senior citizens home. Awesome. I really enjoyed this one, but it's not over.
Right, what you got for me now?
Lost Becomes just dropped a new track, Broken Mirrors, featuring Jesse Leach of Killswitch Engage, one of my all-time favorite bands. Stream it wherever you stream music, and be sure to check out the music video, link in the description below. Check it out. Thanks a lot.
Broken mirrors, tell me your biggest secrets. I'll break the vow.
I had an intention behind this second selection because, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen us eat Jollibee fried chicken. You've now seen us eat Popeye's fried chicken, which is American fried chicken, right? Louisiana. Do you want to see us eat mukbang, some Korean fried chicken? Let us know in the description below.
Right, so this is Korean fried chicken versus American fried chicken. And see if there's truly the best version.
Before we start, I'm just gonna say probably Korean because it's got the sauce, but let's make it to find out.
I said that Jollibee is my favorite fried chicken in the world. That's actually a lie. I genuinely love Jollibee fried chicken, but I do genuinely prefer Korean fried chicken.
Yes.
I don't know why. I totally forgot about that.
Attempting to experience both at the same time may cause you a lot of problems in your relationship, but when it comes to fried chicken, it always achieves its intended pleasurable result. Luckily, I have 2 bags of radioactive chicken thighs to explore.
Why? Because they're huge?
Yeah, I think the joke in his videos is he's using like these Costco radioactive fried chickens.
I think I noticed the droplet of chicken juice fall into my coffee. As a master of sanitation, I got a little freaked out, so I have to take a sip to calm myself down before inspecting the clip.
Oh, we just spoke about cross-contamination with chicken. Like, you got to be careful when you work with it.
Barely missed the cup, so we're all safe.
Yeah! Let's begin with our Korean fried chicken, also called yangnyeom chicken. How's my pronunciation?
That's a pretty nice job,
Yum
team.
yum.
As he said, we're gonna start with the Korean one, aka yum yum chicken.
Start with 2 pounds or 900 grams of chicken.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Starting off with about 2 pounds of radioactive thighs.
To that, you'll add 1 tablespoon or 17 grams of grated ginger.
I can't
About
even
2
recognize the
small knobs of
thighs.
grated ginger.
Can't recognize what? Oh, the thighs?
I can't even recognize the shape of the size in his.
A mysterious amount of ground black pepper.
Generous salt to taste.
Grab some salt to taste. And then grab some more to season. Before I massage them in, let's get the other bowl ready before it gets jealous.
Now for the buttermilk fried chicken, you're gonna want the same exact amount of chicken added to a buttermilk marinade consisting of 2 cups of buttermilk.
So buttermilk is basically milk with its lactose turned into lactic acid through fermentation. And like any other acid, it has the ability to denature protein, making meat more tender.
I was just about to say all that stuff.
Good.
Yeah, this kid.
And it also draws out the blood.
You don't need to really measure buttermilk. You just can cover it.
Yeah.
That's really all you need to do.
Optional.
2 teaspoons of mandatory MSG.
1 tablespoon or 9 grams of ground white pepper.
1 tablespoon or 9 grams of white people pepper.
1 tablespoon or 12 grams of garlic powder.
1 tablespoon or 12 spanks of garlic powder.
Oh, this kid is like Asian or something, right?
Yeah.
You seen him?
No, I haven't. He's definitely Asian.
He's definitely Asian.
Definitely. I like his ingredients that he has lying around.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
2 teaspoons or 6 grams of smoked paprika.
Whisk together till combined and homogeneous.
Now we'll put on gloves and massage all the thighs at the same time till everything is homogeneous.
Let it sit at room temp for 5 minutes or in the fridge covered overnight.
Sit at room temp for 5 minutes or cover in the fridge overnight. These are some drastically different options, so I'm gonna do a combination of both of them. Uncovered in room temp overnight.
What? Nope. No bueno.
No way.
For the Korean fried chicken, we're gonna start with 1 cup of cornstarch,
And a 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 gram of baking soda.
about a key bump of baking soda.
Together and that's it.
I really should have done it in another bowl, but we'll take care of it later.
Now for the southern style, there's a lot more ingredients. It'll be 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour,
2.5 cups of all-purpose flour,
2 teaspoons or 2 grams of dried thyme,
2 teaspoons of still wet thyme,
1 tablespoon or 12 grams of garlic powder,
the rest of all my garlic powder,
1 teaspoon or 3 grams of onion powder,
a
Onion.
big shake of onion powder,
2 teaspoons or 5 grams of celery powder, which phonetically sounds terrible,
as well as visually looks invisible,
2 teaspoons or 18 grams of smoked paprika,
2 teaspoons of smoked paprika.
2 teaspoons or 10 grams of MSG.
I feel like whispering it won't change some people's opinion towards it. So 2 tablespoons MSG.
Give that a whisk, and that is
Whisk.
dredge.
Giving it a ligma whisk, and that's my dredge.
Oh, the
But this
ligma
one
fork.
seems much more
And
flavorful
did you get
than the Korean
whisk?
one.
Yeah.
See, the
whisk.
flavor for the Korean fried
But
chicken
that's
will
the
be
but
added
that's a
after
family.
cooking.
Yeah,
Family Guy, right?
Yeah.
Whipped cream.
Yeah.
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
No, it's not whipped cream. It's the other one. Cool Whip.
Oh, yeah. It was cool.
Whip.
Yeah.
Cool Whip? Cool Whip, yeah. You mean Cool Whip? Yeah, Cool Whip.
160 grams of gochujang, or as Americans call it, the red stuff from Korea.
6 tablespoons or 104 grams of ketchup.
104 grams of ketchup, or as Koreans call it, the red stuff from America.
A quarter cup or 50 grams of soy sauce.
50 grams of soy sauce.
5 tablespoons or 160 grams of brown rice vinegar.
160 grams of normal rice vinegar.
Oh, brown rice vinegar. What a nice touch. Are you familiar with brown rice vinegar?
No.
It is one of my favorite vinegars in the world, and I think highly underrated. It's very common in Korean cooking. I should bring you some, but very distinct, very potent. Yeah, it's my preferred vinegar to cook with.
A quarter cup or 60 grams of mirin.
I don't have mirin, so I'm gonna add whatever cooking wine I have and put in sugar later.
6 tablespoons or 46 grams of palm sugar or light brown sugar if you don't want to be a true culinarian.
55 grams of light brown sugar, and I guess I'll never truly kill an alien.
Add it to a pot that is still homogeneous and heat it over medium heat just until it begins to simmer. Then let that brother reduce.
Dude,
How many followers does he have?
he's crushing it right now.
Yeah?
He's crushing it, and
Because you have to take the time to discover. Because I'd watch this and
Yeah.
I'd give up after 20, 30 seconds.
right. He's doing it beat for beat, which is genius. And he's just throwing in these little quips. It's great. It's great. He's so funny. And notice, Frenchy and I have nothing to add to this video. Like usually we try to add something educational to what we react to.
So stop watching this episode and just go directly to that video.
Yeah, you know what? And while you're at it, don't buy a bottle of gochujang.
So we'll whisk everything to homogeneous like this, and then we'll put it on the stove and reduce for a minute.
Immediately
That is
cut
not
off. Mix in
homogeneous.
8 cloves of finely chopped garlic.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
8 cloves?
Yes, 8 cloves. All the quirky quotes of, oh, 2 cloves of garlic isn't enough. Is this enough for you, Karen?
I don't know about Karen, but that's more than enough for me. My house is out of garlic, but I found this elephant garlic that's turning green. So
I don't know what that is.
What the hell is elephant garlic?
I don't know. Let us know in the comments below.
once the sauce is done simmering, it's smooth and beautiful. We'll add in our garlic to make it a little more mysterious.
Okay, the time to fry has come.
So unlike anybody who's unlucky enough to spend the night here, time to fry has come.
He didn't really leave the chicken out all night, did he?
I don't think so.
No, that was a joke,
That
right?
was a joke.
Oh, I don't need to emphasize on my hand's ability to completely dry up anything that comes its way.
Shake off the excess and place into fry oil that's been preheated to 325 Fahrenheit. And you'll probably want to do this in 2 to 3 batches, by the way.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Is you don't want to overcrowd the pan. You're going to cool down the oil.
It's all about patience.
Yeah.
You might, if you're patient, just do one piece at a time.
Yeah, that's ideal.
I'm gonna dredge the southern one now so we don't need to go back and forth later.
Because the quicker it sears and cooks, the less oil will penetrate inside.
Right. Yeah.
So that's actually the magic.
Yeah.
That's why KFC was so successful with those pressure cookers,
Right.
because it was like instantaneous.
It was so fast. It sealed everything up. And that whole thing of like, oh, you're searing it so the juices don't come out. It's not necessarily true. You know what? No, that is what I'm trying to say. It's more with steak. That's not true. They say like, oh, you want to sear the steak really well so the juices don't come out. That's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
But with deep
Steaks,
frying,
you don't want to cut into it before it's roasted.
yeah. But with deep frying, there is a little truth to that, right? If you do it too slow, like you said, the oil can actually, what's the
its
word?
way in.
Soak. Essentially, you ever had like really greasy food?
Yeah.
It's because they let it sit in the oil for too long
Yeah.
at too low of a temperature.
Now, the Southern American style chicken is a little simpler. Remove from your marinade, toss in your seasoned dredge, and again, press that dredge aggressively into the chicken so it's completely coated.
Remove the chicken from the buttermilk marinade, aggressively
Oh,
press
he's doing
the flour
the wet
into
hand,
the
dry hand
chickens.
method. So he's definitely had I think
Yeah.
he's had some kitchen experience.
Shake off the excess and place into fry oil that's been preheated to 325 Fahrenheit, and you'll probably want to do this in 2 to 3 batches, by the way.
I'm gonna heat up my oil to 350 first, because after I put in the chicken, it's gonna drop to 325.
Let that bad boy fry
Wow.
for about 5 minutes or till cooked through and light golden. Immediately remove and drain on a wire rack.
Once the oil reaches temperature, we'll drop in our Korean ones first, and make sure you lay away from you.
And
Oh, okay. Hey.
You guys might remember the last time I made Korean fried chicken, I was traumatized. Oh god.
Oh, he
Getting
did exactly
everywhere.
what. So he's learned from his mistakes then. You notice he left a lot of room in that pot. And here he's learning the terrible reality of a fryer boiling over.
So after the chicken takes on this light golden color, we can take it out.
And this is the secret here. Increase your oil temperature to 375
His is a
Fahrenheit
Tsao.
and place your chicken
Tsao.
back into the fryer.
Tsao,
1 to
yeah.
2 minutes
The other one,
until
I
a
don't know.
beautiful golden brown.
After
Those are
the
not
first
cheap.
fry, there might be some juice runoff to make the exterior soggy, so we gotta increase the temperature and crispify it one last time to take on the sauce better.
So Korean fried chicken, it is a 2-step frying process.
And we wanna fry it till it's golden brown like this. And just like me after a shower, it's ready to get glazed. But before that happens, let's just finish frying the southern style chicken first.
Gently lay that chicken 350 Fahrenheit and fry for 5 to 7 minutes or until you have a deep golden brown, flaky, crispy buttermilk fried chicken.
Seems easy enough. All we have to do is drop in our chicken and wait for about 7 to 8 minutes until the outside looks golden brown, flaky, and crispy like this. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I think
looks
this
great.
is the best looking fried chicken I've ever made on this channel. As you can see from the smile on my face, I'm very excited to taste these fried chicken. Before we toss the Korean one in the sauce, let's give the southern one a sound check.
Beautiful.
Sounded pretty good. We'll put them aside for now and then finish off the Korean one.
Now pop that into a bowl, toss it with as much or as little sauce as you want, and make sure that that coats every square, microscopic inch of this chicken.
So we'll put a decent amount of sauce on our chicken. The sauce is really thick, so we're gonna have to toss it a lot to get it coated evenly.
Nice. Looks good.
Finally, just in case you don't think it's Asian enough, we'll put some more sesame seed and scallion on top. It smells so aromatic in my house right now. I feel like the neighbors are about to break in.
I hate frying at home.
Yeah.
I hate
I don't want to
it.
clean it up.
Yeah, I don't want to clean it up because all that oil mist gets on everything and it stinks up the house for days, if not a week. So I
This is what you do at someone else's house.
remember when we did the bao bun and we deep fried it. Yeah, I mean, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this video, but I know it's gonna taste so good. So, but I was annoyed for like days after that.
My Tom may be inexperienced in many aspects of life, but it sure went through a lot of fried chicken over the years. But before I give him a taste test, I wonder which one would you guys pick on Instagram?
Smokers long versus healthy long. I'd rather eat the countertop. Oh, I didn't need this today. I will choose the one you did not make. So I want to
Why
mention.
are they hating on it? They
I think it's part of the joke.
Oh, yeah?
too. I do want to mention the American style chicken with the buttermilk and flour breading does not fare very well with it getting sauced. So if you took that same Korean, if you're thinking like, I'll have the best of both worlds, I'll make an American fried chicken and put the sauce on it.
Yeah, let's pretend I asked that question.
Yeah, that breading, that flour-based breading, well,
You like a cold French fry?
can you stop?
You'll
I'm
eat
trying
it.
to, no,
You
I'm
want-
trying to talk.
You want it.
You're trying
Eat
to
it.
shut me up.
Eat it, you stupid cow. Eat it.
You call me a cow?
Stupid cow.
Flour-based breading, if you put moisture on it, it will break down very quickly. Cornstarch does hold up much better to getting sauced. In fact, a lot of the Chinese food you have, like General Tso's chicken,
It's cornstarch.
is very much cornstarch based. However, you'll notice those Chinese fried chicken bits, like General Tso's chicken, is always sauced because it actually doesn't taste as good by itself. It's crispy as but the cornstarch based breading isn't very good, at least in my opinion. And it's a much tougher breading, so it can withstand being sauced very heavily and still stay crispy.
I knew I was gonna get roasted, But I'm pretty happy knowing
No,
that
fried.
I'm about to eat them. Alright, let's start with the southern one and give it a second round of sound check.
Perfect.
Now we'll taste it and rate it 1 through 10. That was pretty insane. Let's taste the Korean one and rate them together from 1 through 10.
Okay. You can have the best of both worlds. The solution is simple. Just have the sauce on the side.
Yeah.
And then dip that one out in the sauce.
Well, but I still like a good, Korean fried chicken with the cornstarch breading.
Because it's already made.
Yeah.
I was worried that it was not gonna be crispy, but I guess unlike my sister, the cornstarch held its integrity for a long time. After tasting both of them, I realized I actually prefer the American Southern one. The buttermilk perfectly seasoned the entire chicken and
Wow.
every bite is flavorful. By the way, that's a blood vessel, not a worm. But it does achieve the same effect of taking away all my appetite. And the flour-based breading is more crunchy and offers a unique bready flavor. I also like the hint of sourness in the chicken from the buttermilk, I hope. On the other hand, the Korean one
Okay,
is just
I just
as
want to
flavorful
do some
and
input here.
crunchy.
I know everybody thinks they get a bang. No, I don't want. I know people think they get a bang for the buck by a bigger piece of meat, but when it comes to poultry, smaller is better.
I believe the reason why you prefer that, which I do too, is you have to think about the protein to bone ratio.
Yes.
That
Yes.
bone is flavoring the protein. All the gelatin, everything that's in that bone will permeate into the protein as it cooks. The more protein there is, the less that concentrated bone flavor goes into the protein.
Which is why people love chicken wings.
Yeah, yes. Think of the not the drumette. What the hell do they call it? The flat. Notice how moist and sticky the flat protein is. I always prefer the flat because of that exact reason. There's so much bone, so much connective tissue, and so much flavor.
I mean, if you were to give me a bowl of chicken wings or a bowl of this big, I'm taking the wing.
Yeah.
I'll give the southern one a 9 out of 10 and the Korean one a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Dude, FutureCanoe, you rock.
Yes.
We love your channel.
Where is he?
He's in New York, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, we should try to reach out, right?
Yeah, we should.
Have him. The thing is, we have to like.
But he should come on the show. We don't show his face.
We don't like we angle the camera down, right? Yeah. We'll reach out.
But yeah, how long can he sustain that voice though in the conversation? though?
Right. We'll see. Maybe we'll get a chance to meet the real him. We first have to reach out and see if he responds. Anyway,
Get on that.
yeah.
Before we close out this episode, I do want to say to all of my amazing patrons, thank you so much for your support. I really couldn't do this without your help. And for the rest of you, please consider becoming a patron by visiting the link in the description below. By becoming a patron, you get to take advantage of some awesome perks like early access to new episodes and patron exclusive content.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did
I
making
did.
it. And remember, it always gets better. With that said, I'm Chef Brian Tsao, not your typical chef.
Finish your plate.
And we'll see you really soon. Say bye to the wide cam. Bye.